Welcome in.
Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, everyone.
Welcome in. How y'all doing tonight?
Hope everybody out there is being safe.
Uh-huh.
And we just like to, before we start, this is our channel. Thank you for joining us. I'm AC, and this is
DC.
And our channel is Triple B. That's
Bible, business, and ball, y'all.
And we'd like to, just say a prayer and hope that everybody in Florida is being safe. Make sure that you take shelter, and if you have to leave, leave. Don't think about the material things. Your life is more important. So
Amen.
Take care of yourself.
Amen.
Okay. So we are here to talk a little bit about football, college football.
Colorado.
Colorado.
UCF.
And if you watched the game last week, you know how phenomenal it was.
As Keith Jackson said. We're locked up in a tight one here.
So, UCF and Colorado.
Uh-huh.
Who you got? And why?
Well, it's hard for me to pick Colorado, being on the road.
Okay.
Also, with UCF being off for a week to prepare.
Right.
In the bye week, it is, I got to toward the Knights. I got to lean toward UCF against my heart.
So you think by them having some time off, rest, that they'll be better prepared for Saturday?
Absolutely.
And so statistics shows that if you're rested, if you don't play, for about a week or so.
Big time. Okay. Well, it really comes down to the coach.
Okay.
And how well prepared. Because you'll hear, when you, and I don't bet, of course, but I've listened to it, all the time, just following sports, playing and all that.
Okay.
They'll say this team coming off a bye week or this coach coming off a bye week is 15-5 against the spread or whatever. So what that means is they have great strategy, when they have more time to prepare for a team.
Okay.
Right. So some coaches, some teams.
Okay.
And so there's some stats, I'm sure, to support that. But it's because, one, you get, well, they haven't played a lot of games, so they probably don't have a lot of interest. But especially, if you get a bye week in the middle or toward the end of the season, teams like that because they can get ready for the playoffs, especially in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Such a long season.
Definitely.
But now they've only played, 3 games, and they had a bye week. So probably not a lot of injuries, probably not a lot of fatigue.
Right.
And things that, need to get well or whatever. But again, they were off. Okay. So they had more chance to prepare. So it usually helps. Now, some teams, it may not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, defense.
Defense.
What do you think about Colorado's defense?
Defense.
I think they actually played a lot better last week in defense. So I think they are getting better progressively.
They are.
As they go along.
They are.
Yeah.
They are getting better. Well, this will by far be the biggest test so far.
Okay.
Because UCF has a phenomenal run game.
Okay.
Two-headed run game, in my opinion. I say two-headed because the quarterback can run. He's a passer.
Okay.
And they have a big running back. Quarterback is like 6'4", 240. Going to be tough to put on the ground.
Okay.
And but he poses a threat as well as the run game. So
I
think Colorado is going to have their biggest test so far. And they love to run the football. Now this coach, Gus Malzahn, he's the coach that Coach Cam Newton, when he was at Auburn, won a national championship.
Okay.
He's an offensive guy, very, very good play caller. He hasn't traditionally had a lot of great defenses. Now, they did have a good defense at Auburn when they won, the championship. That was, just personnel-wise. So they had everything came together. But he's an offensive guy.
Well, do you think that UCF will have a tough time covering Colorado?
I do. I think that's if we break the game down. Like I did last week.
Down again?
Like I did last week.
Okay.
That's how I came with my prediction on the Ravens and the Cowboys.
Okay.
Because I broke the game down by phases.
Okay.
And I gave people points. And I picked the Ravens to win by 3 and
They
won
did.
by 3.
Yes, they did.
So
Good job.
maybe we'll do that another time. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. So I think that when you look at the matchup, I think Colorado's strength, which is passing the ball, but they have to be able to run the ball. More importantly, this week, I think because of how well UCF runs the football.
Okay.
And when you run the football as well as they do, what can happen is over time in that fourth quarter, if you get those long drives, right, that keeps your defense on the field, then you'll, especially with the backs like they have, you'll see them pop one 30, 40, 50 yards.
Okay.
That's what you don't want.
Okay.
So that's why I say this is by far the biggest test for Colorado to be able to find a way to get off the field on third down.
Okay. So now talk about
before we go any farther, let me tell you how they're going to do that.
How?
Colorado, now they got guys that can fly the ball and hit, but they're going to have to do more than that this week.
Okay.
They got to get back to the foundation of form tackling. Not only you need to break down, you need to hit, but you need to wrap up. And you need to gang tackle. And everybody needs to fly to the ball. And everybody needs to play until the whistle blows. You play to win the game.
Where
Now, let me tell you why I say that.
Why?
Last week, they gave up 3 points on a missed tackle. The guy, didn't get the guy on the ground.
Okay.
Now, if they had continued until the whistle blow, we were taught when I played, you play until the whistle blows, right?
Okay.
You don't stop. So this guy, they thought they had him down. He spins around, gets off 50 yards. Fortunately, they didn't get a touchdown. They did get 3 points because of it. That was when the special teams was not special. And then again, on another time, somebody blew their lane assignments, right? They weren't sound, disciplined on coverage team. And the guy takes it 100+ yards for pay dirt.
Now, you did mention that Gus Malzone has never been a big defensive guy,
right?
Year in and year out, right?
Okay, yeah.
Right. So explain a little bit about that. Why you think that?
Just from his record.
Okay.
Yeah, his track record. He's an offensive guy. That's why he was brought. He was a high school coach that he played with one of my younger cousins. Played with him at Arkansas.
Okay.
Razorbacks. Woo Pig Suey.
Okay.
Chris Baker, C. Bate. Yeah, but yeah, he was just a real offensive guy. And then he came on as an assistant. He brought in some players from Springdale, Arkansas. Mitch Mustang was a quarterback. So he's just been an offensive guy. And then it parlayed him into a head coaching job.
Oh. So what do you think about Sheduer, what he's going to do? You think they'll be able to protect him?
I think they will. I think
because they did a better job last week.
In the first half.
How many sacks he had? 1 sack, and then in the first half, right?
Had several in the second quarter. But hopefully they learned something. Now they put in something, a little new wrinkle last week, which I liked. They gave him a chance to run the ball more from the quarterback position.
Okay.
He scored a touchdown off her. He dove fake to the back, pulled it, they crashed down. Walked in, right?
Right.
So now you can build off that, which is what is called an RPO now, right? So the quarterback has a chance to run it. He has the option to pull it.
Right.
And he run himself, right? So you can have the back run, he run, and then he can also throw the football. I think things like that are going to be important to sustain their drives because Colorado can score quick.
Right.
And sometimes that's not good for your defense.
Okay.
Can you imagine that? Unless you have a really big lead, right? But I think they have to be able to mix it up, run the football, add in those little wrinkles to keep UCF guessing. I don't know how good they are defensively. Okay. I haven't seen them play. I just looked at the box scores from a couple of their games, and I know they love to run the football. They beat TCU, which in my mind, they're pretty similar to Baylor.
Okay.
So, again, I think these teams are evenly matched. I don't believe UCF is going to be able to defend the passing attack of Colorado.
Okay.
I don't know if Colorado can stop UCF's running game.
Okay.
That's the mystery. Again, just like last week, what's going to be important is how you respond on special teams.
All right, special teams. Oh, okay. How does their special team look? We know
I
how.
don't know.
No, no. Okay.
I
Well, we will
don't know.
see come Saturday.
We'll
Okay.
see who's more special.
So there's high stakes in the game. Winner will
High
be what?
stakes.
2-0.
2-0 in conference. Big
All
12
right.
play.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about the cheap shots and the late hits on Sheduer?
Man.
Now, see, my theory about this is
Tell us your theory.
I think he doesn't get the calls, the roughing the passer, because he just kind of brushes it off. You know, they tackle him and then he gets up and then he's like, oh, I'm good, and keeps going. I think if he started complaining, which I'm not saying that he should do, but I think if he started complaining, he would probably get more calls. But I'm not saying that's what he should do. But I'm sure
that's a great theory.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Good
Yeah.
job, boo. You get it, kid.
What's your thought?
That could be. I like that.
Okay.
I like that. I
Okay.
like that. Now, I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't know. I don't know if I'm not even gonna go down that road.
Because he's
I'm not
been
gonna go
hit
down
too
that
often
road.
and he
Too
doesn't
often.
get the calls. And sometimes
Too
I have to
often.
say that makes me a little
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you may be onto something. I like that.
Yeah.
But he does.
Because he doesn't
there were
complain. And I mean, I like that he doesn't complain, but still. Yeah.
There's been several plays in all the games that could have been a late hit. Now he has gotten a couple, but not as many as he should have.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So who you got?
Who I got? I'm rolling with the Buffs, but I'm picking UCF.
What?
Yeah.
You're rolling
my
with
heart
the
is
Buffs.
in
Okay.
Colorado.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm rolling with the Buffs.
Roll with them.
And I'm picking the Buffs. So I say Buffs by 3. Again, I'm going to say 3 points. I'm going to say Buffs. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. I'm going to say Buffs 18, UCF 15. I think it's going to be a defensive fight this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think so? Okay. I got you.
And what you got?
I think they're going to put up some points.
Okay.
Now, here's another thing that I just thought about with this hurricane coming in. When you're in bad weather like that, it favors the offense.
Oh, okay.
Particularly in the passing game.
Okay.
Because, why, you ask? You know where you're going.
Oh, okay.
The defender doesn't. So now it will be humid down there. So we don't know if Colorado coming down to Florida, even though I won't say a lot of those players, some of those players are from Florida that are in Colorado now. It's going to be tough. I'm going to say 31 to, no, I'm going to say 33-30.
33-30. So by 3 points, but you think it's going to be a high scoring game.
I mean, semi-high scoring. They're going to put some points on the board.
Okay.
Yeah, high scoring game would be like 48-45.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, that's Big 12 play, really. Big 12 has never really been known for defense, right? So you lose Texas and Oklahoma, which were your two best, traditionally, defensive teams. Now they go to the SEC, but in the Big 12, I mean, a lot of times you have to score 45 points to win a game. Okay. So, I don't know. To me, Colorado is getting better. Okay. They do get this one kid back that everybody's raving about that's supposed to be a good run stopper. So, okay. Maybe they will be able to defend the run better. I want to pick the Buffs because I like Sheduer.
Okay.
I
he's
like
a nice
Sheduer.
kid.
He's a nice kid. We met him.
We did. At one of the hotels downtown.
Yeah, we were staying on the same floor, and I called him Shiloh. So when he was a freshman.
Mistake.
And they said Sheduer. But he did stay and talk to us. And what I took away from that conversation from him, he said, hey, the receivers and I were getting together to build some camaraderie, mesh, learn more about each other to grow. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So he's at it off the field. He's a student of the game. So as the old folks say, I took a liking to the young man. And I wish him all the best.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. Well, that's it for us today. We'll come back after the game on Saturday and give you our take on what we thought about the game. So be safe, and we will talk to you soon or see you soon.
See
Okay.
you soon.
And
Thanks
don't
for
forget
watching
to
me.
subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe to the channel. We'll talk to you soon.
God bless.
God
Bye-bye.
bless. Bye now.